Hi, Dr. Paul Haider here. Where's peace to be found? Is it to be found out there in the world? Is it to be found in your home? Is it to be found out in nature? Is it to be found flowing down a river? Is it to be found in a stream, in the woods, out in the middle of the ocean? Where is peace to be found? A lot of us keep looking for peace. We keep looking and striving to find that elusive thing called peace. But are we really finding that thing called peace? The world is full of what Buddha called the Maya. It is always full of suffering. Yet, we keep looking out there to see if there's some kind of peace that we can bring into us in some way. And we can have that for a while. But it's always fleeting. It comes and goes, and it really never fills us up to a point of having great connection to that amazing grace. I think it's important that we keep that with us at all times. Now, I know a lot of people who have spouses and relatives that have died in the last few months, and many of them almost collapse at the same time. And it's not easy when we have someone close to us who has passed away. Yet, there should be that core element of love for that which is eternal in us at all times. We have to go on and really connect to God, the Tao, that which is eternal, that which spreads across the multiverse, and see that we are part of that, and that we are something that which is of greatness. We are part of God. And it's not for us to give up at that moment. It's not our time. I like to call that God because it's just a simple word. And it could be any word. It could be Yahweh. It could be Jehovah. It could be Great Spirit. It could be anything. The universe. But it all means the same thing. And when we have reverence inside for that which is eternal, we become eternal also. And for us to connect in the silence, that's where we really find the peace. To connect in the silence. All religious organizations and all spiritual groups do some kind of meditation of one sort or another. And to go inward is where we have our answers. And I have a lot of people who come to me looking for answers, and I can think of one particular lady that just searching and searching, and I said, I don't have your answers. You do. But a lot of times we never slow down enough to be able to hear God. We're moving here and there. The other day I saw a sign that said, eat, shop, and have sex. That's the epitome of everything of the opposite of stillness within, you know what I mean? And that doesn't bring any deep joy, bliss, or contentment in any way. That's just all the Maya. It's important for us to need a little and have a lot. And I mean have a lot within our own heart. And when we talk about emotions, the most important emotions come from the heart, that of love. Love is everything. When we think about anger, anger is really more of a head thing, you know what I mean? I am angry. And I'm going to get even. I'm going to have revenge. And where do you actually feel the energy of all that? I feel it in my head. And then we go to love. I love you. Where do you feel it? I feel it in my heart. And then there's the constant energy of the gut. And it gets all riled up when we're angry. And it goes peaceful and comes down when we are centered in love. And it's allowing us to move all that energy from our head and down into our heart. And allowing us to let go of all the anger and hatred and resentment and revenge, and allowing ourselves to find deep-seated peace. This is why all the great avatars have asked us to go inward into the stillness. And ye shall know my name. And then everything stops. There's no reason for anger. There's no reason for resentment. There's no reason for greed. There's no reason for revenge. There's no reason for anything. Because we find the one true love. The bliss. Like what I would like to say, the Christ consciousness, the Buddha consciousness, the one consciousness of all things within. I've met a lot of people who have gone through that, and I've had that consciousness happen to me, sitting on the seashore in Monterey, and all of a sudden I was every grain of sand, and I was every part of every cloud, and every part of the blue sky, and every part of every boat, and every part of every little crab moving along. Then you know it's all one. It's kind of like backing away from the world and seeing it all. And then all the suffering, all the separation, all the name calling, and all the differences that we have because we're different colors and talk different languages and have different religions, they don't seem important when we back away, because we see it all working together as one. So I ask you to find peace in that one single place, to go inward. You know, I put in an hour of meditation in the morning, an hour of meditation at night, and I ask you to at least put in 20 or 30 minutes in the morning and 20 or 30 minutes at night. You will find great peace there. And every once in a while I will put in 7 or 8 hours in a particular day or a weekend. And believe me, it does change it. Your actual brain changes after a while. And you start to see things in a different way. So, when you go looking for peace, look in the one place that most people never look. In your heart. I love you.